Hi my dear students, welcome back to Gurudeva online class. Myself Siddesh, 7th social science teacher. Dear student, in the last video we had discussed the few important points, the lesson Wadiyars of Mysore. In that video we had discussed the few important points. Those were the first one, what are the achievements of Chikkadevaraya, what were the achievements of Hyder Ali, what were the achievements of Tipu Sultan, and with that we had discussed about the Krishnaraja Wadiyar III. Dear student, as you know that after the death of Tipu Sultan, the British overall Mysore, they were going to divide into four important parts. In that first part, they have given to Marathas, one part they have given to Hyderabad Nijamas, one part they have given to Mysore, and the remaining one part they have taken themselves. And later, the Krishnaraja Wadiyar III, he assigned the throne. But when Krishnaraja Wadiyar III, he was assigned the throne, then he was only 5 years old. So that Purnaya, he was appointed as a Diwan of Mysore. But after the few days, Krishnaraja Wadiyar III, he was failed to suppress the activities of Bidanuru revolt. For that purpose, British, they dethroned the Krishnaraja Wadiyar III and they brought the Mysore administration under the commission. So these we had discussed in the last video. So today we are going to discuss the other few important points. Those are the first one, administration of commission, which was started from 1831 to 1881. In that we are going to see the two important commissioners. Those were the first one, Mark Cubbon, Louis Bentham Bowring. And the next, achievements of Chamaraja Wadiyar 10th, achievements of Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar, achievements of Sir M. Vishwesvaraya, and the last one, achievements of Sir Mirza Ismail. So let us discuss one by one. In that first one, Mark Cubbon. The Mark Cubbon, he was also one of the great commissioner in Mysore dynasty. Yes, the Mark Cubbon implemented the many administration reforms in his state, and also he transferred the capital from Mysore to Bengaluru, and he cancelled the Atara Kacheri, which was established by the Chikkadevaraya, and also he established the many judicial department, and also for the administration purpose, overall administration, he was going to divide into the four important parts. Those were the first one, district, it was supervised by the superintendent. Taluk, it was supervised by the Avaldar, and Hobali, it was supervised by the Sheikh, and Grama, it was supervised by the Gauda or Patel. And also the Kannada was the implemented of the official language. Dear student, during those days, the commissioner, his name Mark Cubbon, he encouraged the Kannada language also. And also judiciary and police department were organized well during the period of Mark Cubbon. And also for the supervising of police department, he established the three important department. Those were the first one, the Feather, Killedars and Sirasti Dars. And also during his period, he established the 85 taluk judiciaries, 4 superintendent judiciaries, and 8 municipal judiciaries. And also during his period, the new roads were built, and as a result, all major places of the state could get connected directly to the Bengaluru. And also during his period, he established the many bridges also. These bridges were very useful for the farmer. And also during his period, the telegraph lines were laid. And one more very important achievements of Mark Cubbon, that he constructions of railways lines between the Bengaluru to Jolarpete. So this was the first railway lines in the Karnataka. And also during his period, he encouraged the education also. He established the many school and colleges in the different places like Tumakuru, Asan, Mysore, Mangaluru and Bengaluru also. And also he encouraged the free and compulsory education. And also he established the printing press, and also he established the forest department, and he established many hospital also. And also the Cubbon Park, it was established for his memory. And finally the Mark Cubbon, he resigned from the commissioner post during the year 1861. So these are the achievements of the Mark Cubbon. As after the Mark Cubbon, there was one more important commissioner ruled the Mysore dynasty. His name Louis Bentham Bowring. He was ruled from 1860 to 1870 CE. During his period, he brought many reforms. So let us discuss what were the important reforms taken by the Louis Bentinck Boring. He reorganized the administration structure of Mysore state. He established the administration into three important parts. Those were the first one Mysore, Nandidurga, Haidar Nagara. And also during the period of Louis Bentham Bowring, the land revenue collection process was reorganized. He established the Registration Act during the year 1864. According to this Registration Act, the each and every one person he should register is all property. And also during his period, the judiciary and police department were established properly. Yes, and also is one of the very important achievement that he established the High Court during the year 1862. Dear student, as you know that there are three types court. In that first one Supreme Court, second one High Court, and the third one Lok Adalat. This High Court it is in the state level. So this High Court it was established by the Louis Bentham Bowring. And also he established the 125 municipal judiciaries. And he established the penal code and code of criminal procedures. Also, for the supervising of police department, he established the three important rank. Those were the first one DIG, Deputy Inspector General Police, and the next one IGP, Inspector General Police, and the next one SP, Superintendent of Police. And also the Police Act was enacted during the year 1861, saying about the uniform, qualification and training about the police. He established the Bengaluru Central College in the year 1864. And also during his period, he encouraged the education also. He established the many school and college also. Among those, the one of the very important college that Bowring Engineering College in Bengaluru. Finally, he resigned his commissioner job during the year 1870. So these were the achievements of Louis Bentham Bowring. Yes, after the Louis Bentham Bowring, who ruled as a commissioner of Mysore, like Lord Weed, C.B. Sanders and J.D. Gordon. Those are not famous. So that again the Mysore administration it is handed over to the Chamaraja Wadiyar 10. So this we can call as a Punardana. This Chamaraja Wadiyar 10 he was ruled from 1881 to 1894 CE. And under the Chamaraja Wadiyar 10, there were two important divans we can see. Those were the first one C. Rangacharlu and K. Sheshadri. But the Chamaraja Wadiyar 10, he was not a longest ruler of Mysore dynasty. And during his period in the year 1881, the People Representative Assembly started. But the Chamaraja Wadiyar, while he was visiting Calcutta, he was died. So after the death of Chamaraja Wadiyar 10, the one more important Wadiyar we can see is named Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar assigned the throne. But when Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar assigned the throne, then he was only 11 years old. So that the administration it was run by his mother named Nanjamandi. After the few days, the Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar he was assigned the throne during the year 1902. The Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar he was started rule from 1902 and the rule was ended 1914. So during his period he did many achievements. So let us discuss what were the achievements of Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar. He led a firm foundation for a modern state during his long reign. And also during his period he formed the Miller Commission in the order of ensure the participation to all section in the society in the administration. And also he gave 371 acres of land and 5 lakhs rupees grant to G.N. Tata to start a science institution in Bengaluru. And also is one more important achievement that in the 1907 Legislative Assembly was established. This is very useful to the people because the people are going to discuss their problems and they are going to get the solution. And also he encouraged the agriculture also. He has given many facilities. For that purpose he built a KRS dam. It is very useful to the farmers. And also the Mysore Palace was completed during the year 1910. And is one more important achievement that the Mysore Economic Conference was started in the year 1911. And also he passed the order that backward classes they get a special representation in the government service. and also he gave the voting power to the women in the first time. Yes, and also during his period he established the many school and colleges, he established many banking and as well as industry also. And during his period he appointed the two important talented diwanas who translated his vision into reality. Those were the first one Sir M. Vishwesvaraya and the second one Sir Mirza-Ismail. And also Mahatma Gandhiji called Mysore state of Nalvadi as Ramaraja, and also he called him Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar as a Rajarshi. Finally, Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar, he was died on 1940. Before the Mysore palace, it was made by wooden, but later it was destroyed by the fire. So later the workers who have skilled, they came from the different places and they were construction of Mysore palace. Also the main wall, it was painted by the one of the great important artist, is named Raja Ravi Verma. And finally it was completed during the year 1910 by the Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar. When Krishnaraja Vadiyar, he was going to start the construction of KRS dam, during that time he was facing the financial problem. At that time he sold the gold and he was completed his work. These were the achievements of Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar. Yes, let us discuss about the Sir M. Vishwesvaraya. The Sir M. Vishwesvaraya, he was ruled from 1912 to 1918 CE, and also he considered as the sculptor and creator of the modern Mysore. And during his period, the Mysore, it progressed very well as per the vision of Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar. And also the Sir M. Vishwesvaraya, he was born on Muddenahalli 15th September 1860. And who are the parents of Sir M. Vishwesvaraya? Srinivasa Shetty father, Venkata Lakshmamma mother. And also he worked as the chief engineer of the Mysore during the year 1909 to 1912, and later he was appointed as a Diwan of Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar during the year 1912. And also is one of the very important declaration that industrialize or perish. It was the main declaration of Sir M. Vishwesvaraya. And during the period of Sir M. Vishwesvaraya, he was established the many factories, like the first one sandalwood factory, soap factory, central industrial workshop in Mysore, leather and metal factory in Bengaluru. And also for the encourage of trade and commerce, he established the chambers of commerce and industries was started at Bengaluru. And also the Mysore Bank was started in the year 1913 to support the growth of industries. During the period of Sir M. Vishwesvaraya, he encouraged the education also. According to Sir M. Vishwesvaraya, education is the key to progress of the country. For that purpose, he encouraged the education also. During his period, he established the many school and colleges, and he made the free and compulsory education also. And he gave the importance to technical education. For that purpose, he established an agricultural school at Ebbad. And also he established the University of Mysore in the year 1916. And one more is important achievement, that he established the Kannada Sahitya Parishad in the year 1915. So the KRS dam, it was completed in the year 1932. And the railways lines between the Mysore to Arsikere and Boranpete to Kolar, it was led during the period of Sir M. Vishwesvaraya. And also the Sir M. Vishwesvaraya, he implemented many progress in Mysore as per visionary of Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar. Finally, he resigned from the post of Diwan in the year 1918. But the Sir M. Vishwesvaraya, he had done many achievements. For that, he got many titles. The British government awarded him with a Knight Commander, and also the government of India awarded him Bharata Ratna in the year 1915, and he was the first Kannada to receive the Bharata Ratna award. So these were the achievements of Sir M. Vishwesvaraya. Yes, let us discuss about the Sir Mirza-Ismail. The Sir Mirza-Ismail also, he was also one of the great Diwanas, and he was ruled from 1926 to 1941 CE. And the Sir Mirza-Ismail, we consider as a one of the builders of modern Mysore. And also he established many factories as per vision of Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar. So let us discuss what are the important factories established during the period of Sir Mirza-Ismail. He established many industries like Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Glass Industry, Procline Factory, fertilizer industry at Galagod, sugar factory at Mandya, matchstick factory at Shimoga, iron and steel factory at Bhadravati, and with that he established airport at Jakkur. And also he established a radio station in the two different places. Those were the first one Bengaluru and as well as Mysore also. And also the Sir Mirza Ismail, he encouraged the rural industry. For that purpose he established the Khadi production center at Bhadravati near Mysore. And also he encouraged the agriculture also, so that he has given the irrigation facility. For that purpose he established one of the very important canal in the Mandya district, that Irwin canal. It is very useful for the farmers. And he established the Brindavan garden in front of KRS dam. And he established the many hospital also. So let us discuss what are the important hospital established during the period of Sir Mirza Ismail. Those are the first one, National Institute of Mental Health and Surgery at Bengaluru, Narasimharaja Hospital in Kolar, Megan Hospital in Shimoga, Vani Vilas Hospital in Mysore. So these were the a few important hospital established by the Sir Mirza Ismail. With this Sir Mirza Ismail, he encouraged the education also, and also he made the free and compulsory primary education. And also the private schools were offered to run the school during his period. And also the Kannada medium education was offered in high school during the period of Sir Mirza Ismail. Like this he had done many achievements. Sir Mirza Ismail we consider as a instrumental in implementing the vision of the Nalvadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar. But after the death of Nalvadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar, the Chamaraja Wadiyar, he was assigned the throne. The Chamaraja Wadiyar, he was the last ruler of Mysore dynasty. After the declaration of Indian independence, the Satyagraha was started under the leadership of K.C. Reddy. For what purpose? To merge Mysore into the Indian Union. Finally, the Chamaraja Wadiyar, he agreed that and he merged Mysore into the Indian Union. Later, a responsible government came into existence under the leadership of K.C. Reddy, October 24th, 1947. J. Chamaraja Wadiyar became the first governor of Mysore state. Dear student, this is the lesson about Wadiyars of Mysore. Dear student, one second recapitulation what we had discussed in this lesson. Dear student, in this lesson we had discussed about Chikkadevaraya and his achievements, Hyder Ali and his achievements, Tippu Sultan and his achievements, about Chamaraja Wadiyar and Nalvadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar and his achievements. With that, we had discussed the two important talented Diwanas of Mysore. In that first one, Sara Vishweswaraya and his achievements, Sir Mirza Ismail and his achievements. So this is about the today class. We will meet in the next video. Bye my dear students.